I've cut this all the way down, and you can see this folded up part I cut all the way through, but at the top there's about a 3/4 of an inch that's uncut. So what I'm going to do now is lift the top of this, and so I have all of these loose ends here, and then here's the top of my plastic bag, and I'm just going to unfold it here. So I should have the top end here that's uncut, and then it opens up to another end that's uncut here. So it's attached at both sides. You can see it's attached at one side. It's attached at the other side. And now I'm going to turn this into yarn. So I want to start with the very edge. I'm going to cut this first one all the way through here. So I have the very edge piece of yarn cut. And I'm going to follow it all the way down to the other end. And this is the most important part. So I'm following it to the other end of the plastic. And you can see here, if I cut this piece right here, I'm just going to have one strip of plastic. So I want to skip the first slit. And I'm going to cut into the second slit all the way through. So now what happens is this area where this slit here, I can open it up and just twist it a little bit. And now I have a piece of yarn. So I'm going to go all the way down to the next end, and I'm going to cut every other one. So because this is the end of the plastic here, it's going to come around and go into the second piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And now this is attached to each other, and I have a longer piece of yarn. These areas here we can deal with as we're crocheting. You just want to be careful as you're crocheting it that it doesn't snap. So I go back to this other end here, and so I'm going to just go ahead and not cut here, but cut on the second slit. And you want to do that all the way across. And as you're doing that, once you have a couple strands cut, you can just wind it around your fingers a couple times. It's about 10 times. And then I'm going to pinch this and wrap around the center of that area. And you can see here is an area where the slit was cut, and I just folded it and put it together. And now I'm going to pinch all of that together, and I'm going to just start wrapping it into a ball. So I wrap it around one area, rotate it, wrap it another area. And as you wind, you can keep rotating this, and it's turning into a ball. And this is just a good way to keep this yarn that you're making organized, so it doesn't get all tangled. So I've wound it. I'm at the end where it's all attached here. Just clipping every other one. I'm going to keep doing this to the entire bag. And every time I get to this area where they're attached, I'm going to clip every other one. And then I'm just going to keep winding. So go ahead and cut your whole bag and wind your yarn.